You've all heard this before. Earn a six-figure income part-time by selling this. But is that really possible? I mean, if you're selling lotion or a health drink, how much lotion and how many bottles of health drink do you really need to sell to make six figures? Even if you make $10 per sale, that's 10,000 sales to make $100,000. That's a lot of work and definitely not part-time. It's common sense and it's math. In order to make good income part-time, you need to be able to make a high dollar commission per sale. But is that all? Is it that easy? I mean, do you just go and get your real estate license and start making a six-figure income? Maybe a few years ago when the real estate market was booming, there was an opportunity. But we all know in today's market, successful real estate agents are far and few between. I mean, the key isn't just what you're selling. Let's be honest, sometimes we try to sell things people don't really need. The real key is timing in the market. So let's talk about that for a bit. What would you say right now is a trending movement in the market? There are a few, but the one that I'm going to mention right now is probably the most apparent. Clean power. That's right, the trend towards clean power is probably the most apparent trend out there. Think about this. Just a few years ago, only a few of the car manufacturers had hybrid models. And the ones that had hybrid models only had one or two models. Now, every major car manufacturer produces a hybrid. Even the luxury manufacturers, and not just one model. Statistics say that within the next 15 years, every household will have a hybrid model in their garage. Do you believe that? If you don't, here's an interesting fact. In 1985, there were a couple of men that predicted that every household would have a home computer within 15 years of 1985. When those two men made that statement, the mass majority laughed. But these two men noticed the trend and predicted a change in the market due to that trend. And we all know they were right. I don't have to tell you who they were, but let's just say that they opened a lot of gates and created a lot of jobs. But let's go on with our discussion. Clean power. How can you take advantage of this obvious trend in the market? Can't build your own hybrid, can you? Well, maybe you can, but that'll take some time and definitely will cost some money. So how can you participate in this trend? First, let me give you some facts. In recent years, after the deregulation of the electric industry, electric rates across the board have been raised not just yearly, but sometimes multiple times during the year. That's right, the effect of the deregulation was opposite of what was supposed to happen. Instead of creating competition and forcing rates to go down, like what happened to the phone industry, the deregulation of the electric industry basically gave the power companies the green light to raise rates. Because the government forgot one big fact. The power companies owned all the power plants. There was no opportunity for competition, so in reality, the deregulation worked for the power companies and not for the consumers. And let me compound that for you. If you add the continuing trend toward a cleaner environment, electric rates go up again as our country looks to try and force power companies to shut down polluting power plants. Their cost for the energy they produce goes up. Who do you think will bear the burden of those increasing costs? And when the government starts fining these power companies for non-compliance, who do you think will actually wind up paying for those fines? That's right, you and me. In some areas, the increases are already as much as 60%. And the rates have nowhere to go but up, right? And we're left to the mercy of the power company, right? Wrong. What if I told you that because of the broken deregulation, there are programs out there that are designed to create competition for the power companies? And remember, competition is key to lowering rates. And what if I told you that these programs are designed to allow companies to install power plants on roofs of homes with zero out-of-pocket costs to the homeowner? For the homeowner, allowing them to put the power plant on their roof and basically becoming their new power company, the homeowner will be charged a fraction for the electricity they use. That's right, a complete solar electric power plant will be installed on the roof with zero out-of-pocket costs to them, and they pay a fraction of what they pay now. So why aren't more people putting these solar electric systems on their homes? Because they don't have the right information. Remember that the formula for success is information plus action. But it's got to be the right information and the right action. If they don't have the information, they can't act. Let me ask you this question. What if you were able to offer these types of programs? What if you told 7 people that they could get a solar system installed on their roof for $0 out of pocket? How many of the 7 do you think would act? All 7 probably. And how long would it take you to talk to 7 people? Maybe a day? If you're a slow talker, maybe 2 days? So what if I told you that you can take part in the trend towards clean power, working as few as 2 days per month and make a 6-figure income? Would you like to know more? Lead Capture Agents USA has developed a system with some of the most successful and respected clean energy funds, equipment manufacturers, and installers in the clean power industry. We've developed a system to deliver the right information to homeowners so that they can help the environment by producing clean power, help create competition for the power companies, thus lowering rates for their community, and of course help themselves by paying lower rates for electricity. Lead Capture Agents USA has developed a system using today's technology to allow our agents to literally be able to provide this information to their prospects at push of a button. If you can send an email, update a status, send a text, this opportunity is yours for the taking. It's a no-brainer. So down to brass tacks. Here's the math. On average, our agents earn $1,200 per funded file. If you fund 7 files per month, that's $8,400 per month. If you multiply that by 12 months, that's $100,800 per year. Now let's get back to our first couple of questions. Is there a real opportunity to earn 6 figures part-time? And is there an opportunity to take part in an economic trend to do this in? Yes, there is. Lead Capture Agents USA has that opportunity. And for the right person, it's the opportunity of a lifetime. Lead Capture Agents USA is built by and built for the agents. 90% of the total commissions is paid out to the field. There's a team building opportunity to create a passive income. We have rewards programs including company paid auto leases, pre-IPO stock opportunities. It's said that in our lifetime, we come across a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity 3 times. But 9 times out of 10, we don't act. I'm sure you all have that type of story. Should've, would've, could've. If you've ever watched that movie about Steve Jobs, can you imagine being one of those people on his call list that said no to him or didn't even answer? That's a daunting notion. Contact the agent that provided this video to you to get started today. Remember the formula for success. Now you have the right information. It's time to act.